Hey everybody, Rabbi Picker here, and tonight we're going to do some mail call and unboxing. So the first thing we're going to unbox is my holiday present from my wife, and that is the Covert Instruments Reaper set. I've been waiting for this set for a long time. Very, very excited about it. Got my McNally patch and got my Reaper set over here, all the different picks and all the different turners. They even sent a whole bunch of different turners. We have the Reaper turners and a second set of turners. I also got from Covert Instruments my first shims. Never had shims before. Got a whole slew of shims. It looks to be quite a few that came with this package. So some nice shims. And so that's what I got from Covert Instruments. Can't wait to start using those. They also sent me a free retention patch because that comes with the sale. So that is number one. Number two is I went to a hardware store that was closing out, and I picked up it's called a Yardeni Dimple Lock, Yardeni 6. I believe on the LPU it's rated as a green belt. So let's take a look. At what we got. So, a pretty standard looking dimple. Comes with a whole bunch of keys. This is very old, and I don't believe they make it anymore. If they do make it, it's very hard to find. Even in Israel, it's an Israeli company. So it's just a very standard dimple. A very standard dimple, as you can see. Very, very standard dimple lock. No, nothing big on the keyway. Very, very standard. And that's it. Very, very old lock. Box was super dusty. That was interesting. Another thing I got from this old store is one of these shaka locks from a company called Nabob. Nabob is a Israeli company. This also is probably got to be 30, 40 years old. And you have to actually, the key can't come out. It locks the key in until it is closed. So if it's open, you're stuck. You can't take the key out. This is a very interesting lock, very, very heavy duty. And I'm gonna have, this could be very interesting picking. Also very, very old lock. Pretty hardcore bidding. Not terrible, but we'll see how it picks. Last but not least is something you do not find in this country, and that is this very interesting master lock. I have never seen a master lock like this before. This is something, I don't know, I've never seen this. It's got to be very old. Master lock is not sold in Israel at all. And you'll notice when you turn the key, it pops open and the shackle moves to the side. Very, very heavy duty, interesting little lock here. Very, very interesting. The parts kind of move. It says on the bottom that is a Master Lock 37. I don't even know if they still make this. I've never heard of it before. It is clearly a four-pin lock. You can see 4 pins. And we're going to give that a try also a little bit later. Then I got from, let's give a shout out to GalaxyLocks.com. It took quite some time to get here to Israel, but I'm very excited to open this. Let's see how we get this open. Trying to open up taped. Give a shout out to Galaxy Locks. They have great customer service, really great guy. Was there if I had any issues, so thank you, Galaxy Locks. I highly recommend everyone go to GalaxyLocks.com. They've got great, interesting locks for great prices. A lot of black belts, brown belts, red belts, you name it. Very, very, very interesting website. So let's Just open this up. Looks to be a box within a box, which, again, always interesting for safe shipping across the world. Okay, and now into the next one. I think we're just going to destroy this part just to make life easier. Alrighty. Oh, and what do we have? More packaging. Galaxy Locks, you absolutely packed this like a boss. Not gonna lie, this is awesome. Okay, so first what we got is an in the box American lock, 1100 in gold. Looking very forward to working on this. Yeah, just a basic American lock. Okay, and then I also got a second American lock. This one is going to be, I believe, in red. And there we go. With that nice American lock key. Yep. Pops it open. Very standard. Okay, let's keep those together. And last but not least, I got something that I'm not up to anywhere near picking this lock, but you know, I wanted to have a lock of every type in my collections. When I get there, I won't have to run around for it. Let's open it up and see what we got here. Again, really great packaging, I'm not gonna lie. This is pretty cool. I guess when you send things 10,000 miles away, it's probably a good idea to make sure it's done safely. Almost there, almost there, almost there. Okay. What do we got here? We got a Miwa, Japanese lock. Correct me if I'm wrong, I believe this is a Miwa U9. It is a black belt. I think even a 2 Dan black belt. I have to double check with you know, what I spoke to him about. We are obviously nowhere near up to there yet, but we're gonna get there one day. But this is a fun little lock. It was a really great price. I couldn't pass it up. And yeah, very cool to have a Japanese lock in my collection and a black belt at that. Okay, and now is the one I've really been waiting for quite some time. This is an extremely rare and unique lock. Okay, very, very unique. I've seen one other person who has it. Very cool concept. This also took, I bought this on eBay, took over a month to get here. This comes in from Bulgaria. Again, very impressed by people's dedication to safely packaging things. This is called a King Lock dimple lock. It's a Euro cylinder. And you might think, you know, looks like any other Euro cylinder. It even has an what do they call this? This is snapping. Anti-snapping, you know, anti-snapping cylinder. So you might think this is just a regular lock. What's the big deal? You know, looks like a regular dimple Euro cylinder. No, no, no. This is the key. You'll notice the key is extremely, extremely long. You know, nothing special, just a bunch of dimples. Okay? So what is the catch about this key? Why is it so long? And the answer is that because on the outside of the cylinder, there are no pins. All the pins for the entire lock are in the inside half of the Euro cylinder. That means to open this lock from the outside, you need to stick the key all the way through to turn the pins. Let's go this way. Okay? And then it engages the pins over here, as you can see. That would mean if you would want to pick this lock, your flags would have to get all the way through and engage the pins over here. Now when you're opening it from the inside, so it also has the exact same pins in reverse on the small side. So it has the same pin setting. It's obviously 5 pins, and it has a reversed mirror image because from both sides. So when you're doing it from the outside, so it's going to be the front of the key that engages the pins. When you're doing it from the inside, it's going to be the closer to the base that's going to engage the pins. So you put that in there, and it turns. That is really unique. That means you're going to have flags that are absolutely super deep. You're going to have to go all the way in through the entire body of the lock. Basically, the first pins, you're basically going to have to get your flags all the way over here to engage the pins. The pins are going to be right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to have to really reach to do that. That is going to make it a little bit interesting, and I'm not sure all flags are going to be able to reach it. Some may, but I'm not sure all of them will. So you're going to have to really figure it out, and of course, anyone who's never encountered one of these locks is going to spend his first, 5 minutes trying to find pins in this cylinder that don't even exist. Anyway, I thought that was a really cool little lock idea from Bulgaria. Obviously, it could be picked, just very, very interesting setup how they did that, and that is going to set people behind trying to pick this lock for a bit. So it comes with a whole bunch of keys. I thought that was very interesting, a nice rare lock. All right, since we are a picking channel, let's do a little picking. So I think we'll try that master lock, that new master, and we'll start with our Reaper picks. Hard to see my camera angle. I'm still working on the camera angles, guys. You'll have to forgive me. I'm still not particularly used to these camera angles. I'm not feeling anything right now. Again, it's a very old lock. I don't know what the condition is of the pins inside. I'm going to switch to the bottom of the keyway. I think that's what I'm going to try and do. Actually, no, I'm not. Maybe I'm going to do a bottom of the keyway from there. Okay, I think I'm going to try and rake this to start. So give me 1 second. I just have to go pick up a rake. Okay, sorry for the delay. Now let's give it a rake and see what happens. Again, I don't know the condition of this lock on the inside. Okay, I'm going to have to clean this one up and try and get back to it afterwards. Not going to be so successful tonight, but I think that's all for this evening, guys. I got to get moving. So thank you. If you like this video, give me a like, a subscribe. We're working on getting to 50 subs. We're already at 40, only 10 more to go. Any questions, comments, let me know in the comment section below. Have a great night.